Hi, everybody, or anybody. um, Welcome to today's stream. I hope the volume is up on this. Yes. I'm going to turn it down a little because I know I have a tendency to belt it out. I was trying to get the camera today so you could get a little of the keyboard because I know it probably gets old staring at my face. And I'm trying to just quit out of my apps here on this thing so I don't get interrupted by any weird noises. Aha. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing all right. It's Monday, I think. I sure hope. And while I'm chatting, I'm just going to tune up this guitar. And we can get going as soon as I see some folks are here and listening. Or I guess I could just play to nobody too. That works. But I'd rather have people listening. All right. So, how is everybody doing so far? It is Monday, March 30th, and let's see, April is in 2 days, which is unbelievable. And I have my interesting head covering on today because I dinged my forehead yesterday, which I explained on yesterday's stream. And it doesn't look that bad, and I covered it up with makeup, but I don't know, I'm a little self-conscious, so I'm just covering my forehead. Anyway, let's see. What did I do today? I did some work. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. It's my boss. Coolest boss in the world. I ran to the store to get some groceries, which is always a thrill because you don't want to get too close to Susie Shopper, and she doesn't want to get close to you. And then I came home, did some more work, and I was just going over a little set list here to get things rolling. I was really glad to hear that John Prine is doing better. That was kind of a scare. You know, when you think about it, a lot of our rock and roll heroes are quite a bit older, and it's kind of scary. And let's see, what else? I would like to give, I don't know if they're watching yet, but I guess I'm going to start doing like some shout outs in the beginning of the set. And then maybe I could do them at the end too, just in case they miss them. So today is my former boss's birthday. Mike Gallagher, if you're watching, also known as Mick Gallagher, if you're watching, and I hope you are, happy freaking birthday. It sucks that you're having a birthday in the middle of the pandemic, but I'm glad that you are, you know, that we can be in touch with you over the air, as it were. And I hope you have an awesome birthday, and I hope you have a huge bash when this is all over. I think everybody who has a birthday during this weird pandemic should get to have a redo, like later on, because it, you know, you want to celebrate with people and be around people, and you know, especially if you live alone. So like so many of us do these days. So yeah, I think anybody who has a birthday gets a automatic redo after the pandemic. Once again, I would also like to offer my thoughts and good vibes and healing vibes to my friend Becca and her son Maglio. Maglio is a really cute little boy, and he's been having a really rough time with some respiratory stuff right now. So I'm wishing him the best. And Becca, I'm thinking about you. As mentioned, my boss, Sarah, I don't know if she's watching or she's dealing with the kids. Giovanni, if you're awake, hi. Emma, I don't know if you're awake. I hope you're not, because you should be asleep. But if you are, hi. I hope you guys are behaving for your mom and your dad. I'd love to get a shout out to my friend John Fadum on the East Coast. I think he's living, I don't know if he's in Jersey or Pennsylvania, John. I'm not sure where you are, but I saw you playing earlier today and it was awesome. So that was cool. And he mentioned that I actually inspired him. And I had mentioned the other day that Jason Crosby inspired me. So it's kind of cool how everybody's inspiring everybody else. I also want to give a shout out to a friend of mine who's having some health issues, Frank Martinez. Everybody knows Frank and loves Frank. Frank, if you're watching, and even if you're not watching, hopefully somebody watching knows you. I'm thinking about you, buddy, and I'm hoping you get well soon. This is it's always scary to have health issues, but this is kind of a scarier time, I guess, to have health issues. So I'm hoping for the best. And let's see, what else? That's pretty much all I've got going on. I was a little tired today, and I was actually thinking about not doing my stream, but I don't know. I kind of look forward to it too. So I may take a day off this week. I keep saying that, and then I end up doing it every night. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Marin County, California. This weather, somehow when it's sunny out, it makes it easier for me to deal with the whole thing going on right now. Like if it's cloudy and rainy, it's almost like, I don't know, it makes it worse somehow. I don't know why, but it does for me. So I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for spring. I'm grateful that this thing on my head is healing. And I'm grateful I didn't poke my eye out. It always can be worse. Another thing that happened today is I did not these glasses, it's a different set of glasses, which is like my beater pair. This is my nice pair. I have a beater pair that I wear all around the house. And anyway, the lens keeps popping out. Today the lens fell out and it went right into like an open grate, and it went like boop right in there, like gone, goodbye. So, of course, I don't think any optometrists are functional right now. So, yeah. I'm wearing some old glasses during the day, having some trouble seeing. Anyway, I am going to start today by playing a John Prine song because he's doing better, and I was really glad to read that. And I posted on my page today. Roger Waters had a really nice a little video wishing John Prine well, so I posted that. I always like it when like my musical heroes love each other. Like it makes me feel like it's all right with the world. I don't know why, but so anyway, I was psyched to see that. And this song's called Angel from Montgomery. I moved the laptop back a couple of feet too, so I hope you can still hear. My name's Gail. For those of you who don't know me, Gail Weissman. I do have a CD out. Woohoo! It's kind of old now, 5 years old. Maybe I'll do another one someday. First, I have to write some songs. Anyway, that CD's available at all your major online, dealies. CD Baby for the actual CD, but you can also download the MP3s at various online sites like iTunes and Google Play and Amazon Play and whatever Play and all the tech giants that run our lives. Okay, this is for John Prine and for whoever's watching, because I can't see the laptop to see who it is. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. My old man is another child that's grown old. Dreams were thunder and lightning was desire. But this house would have burned down, baby, a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in is living, it's just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, when I had me a cowboy, it wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, all those years just flow by like a broken down hand. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in is a living, it's just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them, they're buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing, oh, that I can hold on to. To believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. To believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. Angel from Montgomery, John Prine. So I was actually sipping some coffee last stream, yesterday or the day before or whatever, and I don't know what I was thinking, because I was up till like 2:00 in the morning that night. So probably not a good idea at 5:30, 6 p.m. to be sucking on some coffee, but sometimes you just need that little extra push to get your shit done. You know what I mean? I do. I don't know about anybody else. I'm going to play a Dead tune that I haven't played in a while. I've sung it quite frequently in the last year or so, and I used to play it a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to remember the riff, but I'm going to try. So what happens when you stop practicing is your fingers become like, spastic, and you forget like half the things you learned. Like I used to know Led Zeppelin, or no. Anyway, you forget riffs. It's like, you can't not practice and be great. You really have to practice. And actually all the musicians that I love and that are really talented, like at the next level, I'm sure they practice hours and hours and hours every day, and that's the only way to be good at anything, really. So that said, let's hear it for lazy musicians. All right, here we go. All I know is something like a bird within her sing. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. If you hear that same sweet song again, well, you know why. Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the rain, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sing. All I know is she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you storm and rain, storm and rain. Don't Birdsong, written about the late great Janis Joplin. I told you I didn't remember that riff, so I wasn't lying. And part of this whole streaming thing is just to kind of like do your thing and not be afraid to make mistakes or goof up, for me. So I hope you guys don't mind, but that's the way it is, kind of. I don't think any of us have a lot of time to rehearse. I mean, I'm working full time, so I don't really have a lot of time to rehearse during the day. And frankly, after I do these posts, I basically just like eat dinner and keel over and like vegetate or go outside for a walk or something. So, moving right along, I'd like to welcome anybody or everybody that wasn't here earlier. Today is Monday, in case you forgot what day it was. And let's see, what else can we talk about? I stopped listening to Cheeto's press conferences because I was having this Pavlovian response where I felt like I just wanted to puke as soon as I saw him. So I had to stop. I have been listening to Governor Newsom's press conferences because I like Governor Newsom. And I just have a little bit of advice for him, and it has nothing to do with politics. But the other day I was talking about vocal cord health, and if you listen, those of you who are in the Bay Area or in California, if you've been listening to his press conferences, he's been getting progressively more hoarse every day, and I can tell it's because he's doing what I end up doing a lot of the time, is not breathing before he speaks, and he's kind of pushing down to get volume out of his vocal cords, and that's really bad for your cords. And of course I learned this because I trashed my throat when I was younger. And I'm really surprised actually that like on his team of, his entourage, whatever, that he doesn't have somebody who is like, oh my God, he's going to lose his voice. They really should get a vocal therapist or vocal coach to help him. I think if Gavin Newsom lost his voice in the middle of all of this, he seems like a great, leader, and he's got his shit together, and he's trying to keep everybody calm. And I just notice every time I hear him that he So Governor Newsom, breathe. You have to breathe. Your vocal cords don't work unless there's air circulating. That's the only advice I'm going to give him. As far as running the state, I have no clue. I mean, I have a few ideas, but man, I do not envy anybody who's trying to run the show. But it's nice to watch somebody like Governor Newsom or Governor Cuomo after watching Cheeto. At least, even if you don't agree with everything they're doing, at least you can respect them on some level. I don't know. I got nothing to say about Cheeto. I grew up in New Jersey, so I have been listening to him spout bullshit for, 40 years. I'm 55, and I guess he got started when I was like preteen in the late 70s, and yeah. Anyway, let's not go there. Oh gosh. And let's see. This is a Joni song. And it sure looks bad. They won't give peace a chance. It was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It gets too old and cold, unsettled in its ways. But California, coming home. Will you take me as I am? Strung out on another man, California, I'm coming home. I met a redneck on a Grecian island. He did the go dance very well. He gave me back my style, but he kept my camera to sell. Oh, the rogue, the red rogue. He cooked good omelets and stews, and I might have stayed on there with him, yeah, but my heart cried out for you. Oh, California, California, I'm coming home. Make me feel good, rock and roll band. I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Oh, it gets so lonely when you're walking and the streets are full of strangers, and all the news of home that you read just gives you the blues, just gives you the blues. So I bought me a ticket, I got a plane for Spain, went to a party down a red dirt road. There were lots of pretty people there, reading Rolling Stone, reading Vogue. They said, how long can you hang around? I said, a week, maybe two, just until my skin turns brown, and then I'm going home. To California, California, coming home. Will you take me as I am, so strung out on another man? California, I'm coming home. Oh, it gets so lonely when you're walking and the streets are full of strangers, and all the news of home that you read, more about the war and the bloody changes. Oh, will you take me as I am? Will you take me as I am? Will you take me as I am? Ooh, ooh, will you take me as I All right, Joni's ditty to our beautiful state of California, my adopted state. I will always be a Jersey girl, but after going to school, after growing up in New Jersey and being right outside of New York, and then going to school in Boston and doing the whole New England thing, which is a great part of the country too, I bailed. And the funny thing is that I think most people from the East Coast feel this way. Once you move to California, what happens is you, especially from the New York area, you kind of lose that rat race thing, but you also get really used to no winter. And after winter in New Jersey and then winter in Boston and New England, which is really bad, I got spoiled. You get spoiled here by the weather. It's kind of perfect. Earthquakes suck, but and of course, fires. But I think that has more to do with what's going on in the planet. But anyway, I love California, and I basically was, I thought about moving back, but I just don't think it's ever going to happen at this point, unless I get, too old and my nephews have to take care of me. Hi guys, I don't know if you're watching. All right, moving right along. I'm going to play another Grateful Dead song because there's got to be a few hippies watching. I guarantee it. Let me see if I can zoom in and see who's watching. John, hi John, hi Kathy, hi John Manning, hi Carmine. And that's all I can see. Paul, I think I see Paul. Hi Paul Monia. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a guy watching with you named Paul Monia who he played me the first Grateful Dead song I ever heard when we were teeny boppers, I don't know, like in the late 70s sometime, and it was Mississippi Half Step. And the reason I remember that is because I had no idea what rock and rye was. I was 14, I wasn't really drinking out. I mean, beer and stuff, but so when I heard the phrase rock and rye, I was like, huh? Rock and roll, yeah, rock and rye, what's that? So I always remember that as the first Dead song I heard. And yeah, the rest is history. Gazillions of dollars later. And when I first moved here, Paul, I lived in San Rafael, where I'm living now, and the Dead office was right down the street for me. And I used to see all the band members coming to meetings, and Jerry would be driving his badass, big, fat, black Beamer. And I think I saw Billy once in like a beat up old pickup. I saw Phil a couple of times. Well, I see him all the time now at Terrapin, but I used to see him at Borders when we had a Borders here. And I kid you not, I saw Bob Weir driving down Lincoln Avenue in San Rafael in the early 90s, obviously. And I swear to God, his license plate said RK Star. And I was very surprised, actually. I did not expect that. But anyway, so there you go. It's a small world. I also saw Carlos Santana a bunch when he was living here in Whole Foods. It's like, it used to be quite the rock and roll county, and now a lot of people have bailed. So, all right, this song's called Blow Away by Brent Midland and John Perry Barlow, neither of whom is with us anymore. I read John Perry's book recently. Great read. I remember where I was when I heard that Brent died too. I was driving in Montclair, New Jersey, coming home from my job at the time. And I heard it on WNEW-FM. All the rock and roll tragedies I heard on WNE. I remember where I was when they announced John Lennon, when they announced Brent. And then by the time they announced Jerry, I had moved out here. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can remember what key this is in. Time out. I think I explained I'm not super practiced, so I'm allowed to make mistakes. I played this the other day, and now I'm having trouble remembering what key I played it in. A man and a woman come together as strangers. When they part the usual, the stranger still. It's like a practical joke on us, played on us by our maker. Empty bottles that can't be filled. Baby, who's to say it could have been it's done? Baby, who's to say it should have been anyway? Baby, who's to say that it even matters in the long run? Give it just a minute and it'll blow away. You fancy me to be the master of your feelings. You barely bruise me with your looks to kill. Now I admit we were sometimes brutal in our dealings. Oh, but I never held you against your will. Baby, who's to say it could have been different now that it's done? Baby, case against me is so very clearly stated. Oh, I plead no contest, I just turn and I shrug. I come to figure all importance overestimated. You must be in water when you get on your knees and you beg me for blood. Baby, who's to say it should have been different now that it's done? Baby, who's to say it should have been anyway? Baby, who's to say it even matters in the long run? Give it just a minute and it'll blow away, it'll blow away. Like a feather in the whirlwind, blow away. Just as surely as the world spins, blow away. Gonna blow away. It'll blow. Woo! That's for Brent and John Perry and all the other folks who have left us too soon. Jerry and God, there's so many. Every time one of our rock and roll heroes dies, it's such a drag. And, you know, I just always think like, oh no, who's it going to be next? Let's not talk about that though. Today is a time for music, not bumming out. We can bum out the other 22 hours a day if you want. I try to bum out for like, I don't know, 20 minutes and then whatever, I go on about my business. See, my theory is that if you have to let yourself do it for a little while, and then, you know, so you give yourself like an allotted time period, and then you kick your ass and you get on with shit. You know, but for like 10 minutes, you can be like, oh, this really sucks, man. I miss going out. I miss my friends, blah, 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 blah. And then after 10 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm done. And then you can do something productive. This is a Joni Mitchell song where she interweaves a classic song from the 50s that was popular when she was growing up. And it's called Chinese Cafe. I think this song was on the album called Wild Things Run Fast, which came out in 1980, I want to say 83. I think I was a freshman in college. And her husband at the time, Larry Klein, was the bass player, and I think he produced it. Caught in the middle, Carol, we're middle class, we're middle-aged, we were wild in the old days, birth of rock and roll days. Now your kids are coming up straight, and my child's a stranger, I bore her, but I could not raise her. Nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Down at the Chinese Cafe, we'd be dreaming out our dimes. We'd be playing, oh, my love, my darling. One more time. economy of money is booming in the old hometown now. It's putting up sleek concrete, tearing the old landmarks down. It's paving over brave little parks, ripping off Indian land again. How long, how long? Short-sighted businessmen are nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Don't let the Chinese cafe, we'd be dreaming on our days. We'd be playing You Give Your Love so sweetly. One more time. Christmas is sparkling out on Carol's lawn. This girl of my childhood games has kids nearly grown and gone, growing so fast, like the turn of a page. We look like our mothers did now, when we were those kids' age. Nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Nothing lasts for long. Down at the Chinese cafe, we'd be dreaming on our dimes. We'd be playing, oh my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long time. But time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed to me. Time, where does the time go? I wonder where the time, where does the time go? All right, Joni Mitchell. Hey, if Don Lingaman's watching tonight, check it out, Don. I got a better sign. Don was ridiculing my cheesy handmade, hand-drawn sign. So there's a picture of me with my head cut off and Rod Serling, because I live in the Twilight Zone. All right, next. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I get to play. This one's for Pat and Carrie. Pat Nevins and Carrie Cooper Nevins. Pat played this song the other day on his 50 Neil Young songs, and I had completely forgotten that I used to play this song when I was younger. Not when I was young, when I was younger. Anyway, you Neil freaks will recognize it. Neil Young. I believe he wrote this when he either married or was going to marry Carrie Snodgrass, his first wife, who was an actress. there's a shadow running through my days, like a beggar going from door to door. I was thinking that maybe I'd get a maid, find a place nearby for her to stay, just someone to keep my house clean, fix my meals and go away. A man needs a maid. A man needs a maid. It's hard to make that change when life and love turn strange and cold. To give a lie, you gotta live a love. To live a life, you gotta be part of. When will I see you again? While ago somewhere, I don't remember when, I was watching a movie with a friend. I fell in love with the actress. She was playing a part that I could understand. Man needs a man. Man needs a man. When will I see you again? All right, well, a couple of flubs, but I haven't played that song in 30 years. So yeah, Jason Crosby was talking about flubs the other day, man, and he's like on another strata of musicianship than I am, so if he can flub, I can flub. Anyway, what a great song. Nobody writes them like Neil. I'm going to play a song by Peter Rowan. We are lucky enough to have Chris Rowan and his other brother, Lauren Rowan. So there are three of them. Peter no longer lives here, I don't think. I think he lives in Nashville. But Lauren and Chris live here. And before the Contagion, they were playing a lot at Terrapin Crossroads. So we got to see them all the time. They have a great band with Barry Sless called Rattlebox. And anyway, so I love to see them. And actually, the last time they were at Terrapin, Peter stopped by. And I could not believe my good fortune because I love Peter Rowan, as many people do. Aha. I knew I bought this pick holder for a reason. Time for tuning. So this song is a song that Jerry Garcia did with his band, and Peter Rowan wrote it. sun. And you're down in San Antone, fixed in the borough, 2 nickels or a dime. Call me on the phone. I'll meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayer. Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight, moonlight, midnight, moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight. Oh, if you ever feel sorrow for the deeds that you have done, no hope for tomorrow, the setting of the sun. The ocean is howling, all the things that might have been. And that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight, in the moonlight, oh, in the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight. Wherever feel sorrow for the deeds that you have done, no hope for tomorrow, and the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling, things that might have been, and that last morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight, moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, moonlight, oh, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, oh, midnight, moonlight, oh, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight, moonlight. The great Peter Rowan, who actually played Gotta Start with Bill Monroe, the father of bluegrass. There was a lot of Bill Monroe, and well, not a lot, but they were featured. A lot of some bluegrass was featured on Ken Burns' Country Music series. If anybody has not seen Ken Burns' Country Music, it's like a 9-part film. You got to see it. It's amazing. You know, I recognize the roots of country and you know, its influence in various kinds of music that I like, but I had no idea. Like, seriously, when you watch this, you're just like, holy shit, like, you realize how entangled all American music is together and how it all influenced everything else. And country music is like, you know, I mean, essentially it comes from blues, and you got to watch it. It's great. I mean, everything that Ken Burns does is great. The other series by him that I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, and it's heavy, but it's totally worth it. It's his film about Vietnam, which is also like 8 parts or 7 parts or something. You can't watch it all at once, but it's awesome. I mean, it's a shameful part of history, but what he makes completely clear is how early the government knew that war was unwinnable and how easily they sent young men to die. It's a stain, when you watch that series, that film. And what's great about it too is that he tells it from many different perspectives. So he tells it from, of course, the American perspective, but he also spent a lot of time in Vietnam, and he told it from the North Vietnamese perspective and the South Vietnamese perspective. It's incredible. Really, really amazing. I highly recommend, anything he's done, but the 2 that really moved me the most, I think, were actually 3: jazz series, country music, and then his Vietnam piece. The other thing I'd love to recommend, and I posted it, there's a great 2-hour American Masters from PBS on Miles Davis that I just watched like 2 weeks ago. Also really mind-blowing. Anyway. I'm not going to watch The Tiger King. I don't like when wild animals... I don't even really know the story. All I know is that guy has like tigers, and I don't know, he went to jail, and there's all sorts of crazy shit going on. Wild animals need to stay in the wild. And when wild animals are kept as pets, or I don't know. I have a big problem with people. I mean, I love, obviously, big cats, and I love animals in general, but there's a trade issue on wild animals. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the series, but I don't like to watch people, having wild animals in, like, I don't know. I mean, it's, anyway, whatever. If somebody's watched it and can explain to me like what the deal is. But somebody had a really funny meme that I posted today. I had a picture of Jerry playing his tiger guitar, and it said, "This is the original Tiger King," which I thought was kind of humorous, so I posted that. So, just FYI, I have a CD out, and at the time I recorded the CD, I did not have a cut on my head. Therefore, I was not wearing a hoochie thing, whatever the hell this thing's called, a do-rag on my head. That's the reason I'm wearing it, in case you're wondering. Yesterday I had a hat. Today I have a little bandana thingy. Because I have a big cut on my head because I cut my head. So, and today I lost my glasses. So, the third thing I'm waiting for, bad things happen in 3s. So I hope it's, we won't talk about it. I hope it's a minor thing. Anyway. I'm going to play another Dead tune. I don't know if this is the right key. I don't think it is. It's not. You know what? I'm going to skip that tune. I'm going to play a Dan Fogelberg tune. Mark, if you're watching, this one's for you. Or Kathleen O'Lear, if you're watching, too. So you heard I've been flying, trying to get into somebody new. I'm off on a new love and don't hardly ever think about you. used to know. She's in a nosedive, barely half alive, and it's starting to show. Well, someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories, and they just ain't true. Just ain't true. Oh no, it just ain't true. So you heard I got laid and betrayed by some dude in a one-night stand. And I'm caught in the middle of something I don't really understand. She's gotten so lost. She's been double-crossed by a change in the wind. She's gone solo again, and she can't slow down to pick up a friend. Well, someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories, and they just ain't true. Oh, they just ain't true. Oh, they just ain't true. La 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 la. So you heard I've been flying, trying to get in somebody new. And I'm off on a new love. Don't hardly ever think about you. Oh, someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories. Someone's been telling you stories, and they just ain't true. Just ain't true. Oh no, they just ain't true. Dan Fogelberg, another one we lost way too soon. Really sad, but I loved him. I always have. I always will. And actually, I think it was Kathleen O'Leary who first turned me on to Dan Fogelberg. See, even when I was really young, it was always the kids who were really into music that I was attracted to. You know, it was just like, there were some kids that were just really into music, and other kids were like, yeah, whatever. But it was always the kids turning me on to new music that I was totally psyched on. So it's kind of like, it's weird how some kids just gravitate toward that. I just realized that I was going to play a Flying Burrito or a Graham Parsons song, and I totally forgot about it. Aha. rock and roll songs that are written about women that are frankly, misogynistic in tone. So I'm gonna switch out the pronoun in this song, and I'll probably forget to sing she, or I mean he instead of she, but whatever. It's a great song, and that's all I have to say on that matter. She's a devil in disguise. Actually, I'm going to use the capo for this because I want to play it in A, but as usual, if it's a guy singing the tune, it's not in a great key for me. She's a devil in disguise, and you can't see it in his eyes. He's telling him dirty lies. He's a devil in disguise. In disguise. Now a man like that, all he does is hate you. He doesn't know what makes a man a man. He'll talk about the time that he's been with you. Speak a name to anyone he can. He's a devil in disguise. You can't see it in his eyes. He's telling dirty lies. He's a devil in disguise. In disguise. Unhappiness has been his close companion. His world is full of jealousy and doubt. It gets him off to see a person crying. He's just the kind that you can't do without. He's a devil in disguise. You can't see it in his eyes. He's telling him dirty lies. He's a devil in disguise. In disguise. His number always turns up on your cell phone whenever you are looking for a line. It's alright to call him, but I bet you the moon is full and you're just wasting time. He's a devil in disguise, and you can't see it in his eyes. He's telling him dirty lies. He's a devil in disguise. In disguise. In disguise. In disguise. In disguise. All right, The Devil in Disguise. I made it through the whole song saying he's, with the exception of the very first word. So, what can I say? I'm a stoner. I have stoner brain, but that wasn't bad considering I really have never sung the song with the pronoun reverse. But you get sick of hearing songs about the fact that whatever. She's a devil in the blue dress. She's a devil in disguise. It's like plenty of male devils out there, I've met a few in my lifetime. No, just kidding. I love men and women. Everybody's cool. All right. Let's see. I think we're going to probably do a shorter set tonight. All right. A couple more tunes, and then we'll say goodnight from Northern California. Beautiful Marin County, where the wildflowers are popping and the birds are singing, and apparently the residents are howling, with the exception of my neighborhood, and I'm kind of bummed. Now, howling is not something I would normally do because it's probably not great for the vocal cords, but I would love to hear some howling in my neighborhood when the sun goes down, like it's happening in every other neighborhood in Marin County. So it's kind of a drag. And I was thinking maybe I would just go out by the trails and listen to see if I can hear some coyotes, because I do not hear anybody howling in my hood. So for those of you who have howling neighbors, right on, that's fun. But my neighborhood is not howling. Remember when you used to drive through the Rainbow Tunnel in the Waldo Grade and everybody would honk their horns? I always thought that was funny. So it's kind of like similar. I think people in Marin just like to be strange. Okay. I did used to hear coyotes all the time when I lived in Pacifica. Like every night they would start howling. This is a Joni song. Surprise! Where are you now? I'm in some hotel room. Does it have a view? Are you caught in a crowd? Holding somebody who came on to you? Why do you have to be so jive? Okay, hang up the phone, it hurts, but something survives, though it's under mine. Just like to see you sometime. I'm feeling so good. My friends all tell me that I'm looking fine. I run in the woods, I spring from the boulders like a mama lion. I'm not ready to change my name again. But you know I'm not after a piece of your fortune and your fame, 'cause I've tasted mine. Just like to see you sometime. Pack your suspenders, I'll come meet you plain. No need to surrender, I just want to see you again. In for more rain, I could show you some sunshine on my apple trees. It seems such a shame to start out so kind and end so heartlessly. I couldn't take them all on there with a handful of questions and hypes. So when the hopes got so slim, I just resigned. But I'd still like to see you sometime. I would still like to see you. See you sometime. I believe Joni wrote that for James Taylor, because he used to wear suspenders, and there's a line about suspenders in that. Seems like all the good songs she wrote came from relationships. Not all, obviously, but a lot of them. Coyote was about Sam Shepard. See You Sometime is about James Taylor. Willie is about Graham Nash. She actually has a song about David Crosby on her first record. So yeah, pretty interesting. Okay, I don't know if Cambria is watching, but Cambria, you were asking for another song from Court and Spark. So here is another song from Court and Spark, if I can play it. And FYI, I do have some other songs that I've been practicing, but they're just not performable. I mean, there's definitely, you draw the line at things that just sound really crappy. Like some things you can wing and some things you can't. Like I've been trying to practice, let's see, this tune. Let's, if I can figure out the, oh, we're wrong key. That's the wrong key too. Oh, this one. See, this is why I have to practice. That's what I have to practice. Anyway, Home at Last is the name of the tune. So yeah, I'm going to try to work on some stuff, and that way there won't be so many repeats. And somebody else requested a Jefferson Airplane song. Michael, I think it was you. So I will try to learn some of those other tunes too. Like the songs, but you don't know them well enough to play them. So, and some of the songs actually I don't even know. I mean, they're you can't possibly have an encyclopedic knowledge of every rock and roll song ever written. I mean, some people do, I guess, but I don't. Anyway, Cambria, if you're watching, this is for you. Whoops, wrong key, sorry. Up in a sterilized room where they let you be. Alright. God, I did this the other day and now I'm spacing out. I guess I'm tired. Up in a sterilized room where they let you be lazy. Knowing your attitudes are wrong, you gotta change and it's not easy. Dragon shining with all values known, dazzling you, keeping you from your own. Where is the light in you to defy him when you're this weak and this spacey? So what are you gonna do about it? You can't live life and you can't leave it. Advice and religion, you can't take it, you can't seem to believe it. The peacock is afraid to parade. Oh, you're under the thumb of the maid. And you really can't get along in this condition, so you know how you need it. Yeah, when it knows you, and they talk like they know you, they don't know you. They're friends and they're foes to trouble child, breaking like the waves of Malibu. Why does it come as such a shock to know you really got no one? Only a river of changing faces looking into an ocean. Oh, they trickle through your leaky plans. Another dream over the dam. humid is going over too. The summer gonna clock you, and some will try to knock you. You know, it's really hard to talk sense to you, troubled child, breaking like the waves in Malibu. Alrighty. I think I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to call it an evening. I'm sure there's lots of other streams right now. And let's see. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, if you want to pick up a CD. I actually may start doing a tip jar because I found out that they're going to be cutting my pay because of lack of business, which is pretty common, I think. So that's a bummer, but I still have a job, so that's good. But I may start doing a tip jar. I have to figure out how people are doing it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to sing one last tune by Jackson Browne. And I will bid you all farewell after that. And then I will try to do another set tomorrow. So this thing sounds like it's out, but the tuner tells me it's in. So either the battery is going bad. This is a Jackson Browne song. Pretty little one has it all begun. Teaching you how to walk, but you're already on the run. Little one, what you gonna do? Little one, honey, it's all up to you. Now your daddy's in the den, shooting up the evening news. Oh, your mama with a friend. Lately she's been so confused. Little one, come on and take my hand. Well, I may not have the answer, but I believe I got a plan. Honey, you shake, and I'll rattle and roll on down the line. See if we can get in touch with a very close friend of mine. Let me clear you when it ain't like him to argue or pretend. Oh, honey, let me introduce you to my redneck friend. Well, they got a list of all those things of which they don't approve. And they got to keep their eye on you, 'cause you might make your move, little one. I really wish you would, little one. Oh, I think the damage will do you good. Honey, you shake, and I'll rattle and roll on down the line. Forget all about the battle, it's gonna feel so fine. 'Cause he's a missing link, the kitchen sink, 11 on a scale of 10. Come on, honey, let me introduce you to my redneck friend. you're gonna get you up into the saddle. You wanna take a wet fly. Oh, no, don't just stand there looking like the dream will never end. Oh, honey, let me introduce you to my redneck friend. I said, oh, honey, let me introduce you to my redneck. Oh, honey, let me introduce you to my redneck friend. Jackson Browne, Redneck Friend. I love that song. All right, I think I'm going to call it a night. I hope everybody is hanging in these weird times that we're living through. Today was the first day I actually went to the grocery store in a while, so it was kind of freaky. And I don't know what to say. I'm just as weirded out by everything as everybody else is, so I have no words of wisdom, but I can tell you that you should definitely allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. Oh, let me do the shout outs again before I forget, because I don't know if they were watching earlier. Happy birthday to Mick Gallagher if you're watching. Becca and Maglio, I'm thinking and praying for you. Sarah, I hope you liked it, and I will learn an Eagles tune. I actually know several. I don't know. I keep spacing out on the Eagles. If I had the guy who I've been playing lead guitar, who's been playing lead with me, we could do that jam in Hotel California. I guess I could do it without a lead player. Just seems whatever. Frank Martinez, I hope you're feeling better and doing better. Thank you, John Fadum, for playing online, because you're awesome. Hi to everybody on the East Coast. I hope you're all well and safe. Hi to everybody in Marin and the Bay Area and all over that I know and love. I hope everybody's safe and smiling. And I will hopefully see you here tomorrow at 5. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you online later. Okay, bye.